And again, we have 4 invis spells that we can just swag. This is crazy. This attack is absolutely busted. Today you guys are in luck because I'm going to be showing you how this new spell that just got added to the game this morning, the Ice Block spell, is the strongest spell that's ever been added in Clash of Clans, and how you can 3-star literally every single base just by using this spell. So how the spell works, if you guys haven't gotten a chance to test it yet, is it freezes your troops for 7 seconds, and it reduces the incoming damage to about 10%, depending on what level you have it at. And the reason this spell works so well is because it synergizes super well with the healers. So when your troops are under the ice spell, you need to make sure that the healers are not under the spell. And what that allows you to do is you can reduce the damage coming into your troops by 90%, but also keep the same healing, which allows your healers to heal those troops up back to max health. So here are the changes that I made to this army today. If you guys know me, or if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I use Root Riders, but usually I use it with 2 rage spells and the double tome. But today, I've changed my Warden equipments to the Rage Gem, so this allows my healers to get an extra 50% healing throughout the entire attack. And I've also added 2 of the ice spells instead of 1 rage spell, which makes it so, because I already have the rage effect, I no longer need the rage spell. Next, I added 2 extra Coco Loons because of how important the healers are in this attack, so I need to make sure that they stay alive throughout the entire hit. And if your healers stay alive, then you pretty much 3-star every base. And finally, I added a heal spell instead of the extra rage. And this just makes sure, again, that your healers stay alive no matter what. So let's get into the attacks. I'm going to show you guys why this army is so good, and hopefully you guys can see how to use this new spell and why I think it's just so absolutely broken. So let's get into it. Interesting base design. Most of the damage is in this area right here, so we want to funnel our roots into that area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start my RC. Actually, let's start it on this side because usually this side is less baited than the other side. And I'm going to use the invis here. Just want her to take out some of these buildings over here so I can set an easy funnel for my roots into that area, or into the town hall compartment. Alright, next invis here. We want her to probably walk up to take the Inferno here. And then after that, we can just pick her up. We don't need too much value here from our RC. And we have a bunch of invis spells, which is actually good because we can use those on the back end. So now that's good. The funnel's set right there. We're going to use the baby drag to clear some of this trash here. And now we're going to start with our Queen, Ice Golem, King here. We want the King to walk into this Town Hall compartment and clear a bunch of stuff there. Then Roots in here. With all the balloons, all the support on that side. And use another Ice Golem on that side because there's not too much damage on my Roots here, but there's a lot of damage on my King over there. Let's use our King ability as they walk in, and Eternal Tome and Heal spell as they enter into this middle area here. And we'll use the Troop Thrower as well to support that side. And now when the Tome starts wearing off, I'm going to use the Ice spell, so that way all my troops will stay alive and the healers will heal everything back up to full health here. We're going to overgrowth this because we want all the troops to enter back into the top side together with my Queen here. Ice again, make sure all the healers are healing everything back up to full health. Then let's use some of the goblins, some of the super barbs to help clean up on that backside right there. And yeah, I mean, this is looking really crushed right now. Still my Queen ability, still my RC ability. This is looking really good. I have four invis spells here. Let's just use those to protect the healers on the back end. And let's use the rest of the stuff to kind of like clean up a little bit here. Using the RC ability here as they enter back into the middle. And we'll invis everything again, make sure everything stays alive here. And as you can see, I mean, when the healers stay up, when the Queen is staying alive here, then this attack is absolutely insane. Just look at the overkill here. I think pretty much half my army's still alive. Yeah, this attack is really strong, as long as you use it correctly. And we definitely don't need this last invis, so we'll just swag that right here. Nice. Alright, next base here. This is a pretty tough base with the, what's that called? The double rage towers on the back end. But the good thing about that is we can use the ice spells to really take off a lot of the damage there. So what we're going to do is we want to enter into this multi-gear tower here. And that way we can funnel our roots into behind the monolith compartment. So let's start our RC here. And we'll see where she paths. If I need to, I'll use an invis to redirect her into the compartment that I want her to go to. Let's see if she walks there herself. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. So, okay, she's not going, so I'm gonna use the redirect. Ooh, she's still getting stuck. Go to the middle. All right, perfect. See, that's why we have so many invises. We can really make sure that she's going the right way here. So we just want her to take out this multi-cannon here and maybe the builder's hut. And then she should be able to, this is a good funnel for us to start our roots behind the monolith here. So now we're putting the baby drake here. Using a ice golem, king and queen on this side, and we'll use a wall breaker to funnel that side as well. Then another ice golem here, and the rest of our troops on this side. All the roots in, all the balloons, and king ability going off because he's getting targeted by the monolith, which is fine. And yeah, this is looking quite good. Pretty good start. We can save a lot of the spells for the back end because there's not a bunch of damage hitting our troops here. And since the balloons are getting taken out a little bit, use the troop thrower, make sure my healers are staying protected. And everything's entering into this core compartment now. So let's see. Let's use our warden ability after the town hall goes down here. Let's use it now. And once this rage tower goes off, I'm gonna use the overgrowth, push my troops back into this compartment, and also make sure that they're not taking too much damage from the rage tower. I will start the goblins on this side for the cleanup, using an ice spell to keep everything alive here and making sure my healers can heal everything back up. Another ice spell there, using the super barbs on the back end to distract and clean up. And yeah, this should be absolutely crushed. I mean, I still have my queen ability, still my RC ability, still have one invis. I mean, I'll use my RC ability here, and I'll use the invis on her if she ever gets targeted, but I don't really need it here. Use the queen ability in the core, use the invis. Yeah, this is absolutely crushed. This attack is just so strong. I don't know, it's going to be really tough to defend this season. We'll see. This is a double poison ring base. And what we're going to try and do here is I want to break a funnel in somewhere behind one of the two fire spitters here. So let's see where we want to start. I'm thinking probably this top side here. I'm going to start my RC on this air defense. And I have 6 invises in this army. I forgot to mention that. And what that allows me to do is pretty much, no matter what the base looks like, I can pretty much set a funnel on any single base because I just have so many invis spells to use. Now we're going to use the next invis spell. Alright, my RC's going up, which is a little bit unfortunate. So I'll use another invis here just to make sure she stays safe. Next, you're going to path for the monolith, which is good. Just going to use another invis spell. And as you can see, with this new army here, we have so many invises that we can pretty much keep her invis throughout the entire beginning part of this attack. So yeah, the funnel here is made. That's good. Gonna let her walk one more cycle here. Actually, no, I'm gonna pick her up because she's getting stuck on the minion prince there. Now I'm gonna use one ice golem, king and queen on this side, and I'm gonna funnel them in with the wall breaker here. And now the rest of my roots on this side, making sure to put in all my cocoa looms to keep my healers alive. And the rage gem will, let's use the invis there to make sure my king doesn't go down super early. Use the king ability here, open up all those walls. And yeah, this is looking really good so far. And what we want to do is we want to use these freeze, the ice block spells whenever our roots are under a ton of fire from defenses so we can heal them back up to full health. So the ideal situation is that we pair this with the effect from the enemy ice golems. So we're going to use one of the ice block spells here. As you can see, the healers are healing everything back up to full health. And now we're going to use the Eternal Tome, keep everything alive here. And I'm going to use the Overgrowth on this backside to make sure that not too many defenses are hitting my troops at the same time. Ooh, let's use an ice spell here to keep my RC alive as well. And we're going to use the rest of the super barbs on this back end here to distract some of those defenses. Oh, I forgot the goblins as well. As you can see, I still have so many troops alive here. Still my RC ability. Gonna use that to kind of clean up on the back end here. But because of the ice spells, a lot of my troops are able to stay up the entire attack. And my healers are able to stay alive as well because of the extra balloons. And we should be able to overpower the back end of this base fairly easily here. So yeah, this is a nice triple to start off with the day. And hopefully you guys were able to see how I used the ice spell in this attack. Alright, next hit here. It's a classic double rage base. This is going to be really good for the spell because we can pretty much take away a lot of the damage coming, onto the troops. So what we're going to do is going to start my RC on this side, and I'm going to push her into the monolith here. So depending on where she walks, alright, let's push her into this monolith here by invising those. Nice, and pretty much we just need to take this out to establish the funnel. I think she's going to head up now. So establish the funnel on this right side here for our root riders. And I don't need to use these last 3 invis spells. I'm just going to pick my RC up here because the funnel's already set there. Going to use a goblin and a super barb there. And king and queen on this side just to push them into this town hall compartment. I want my king to open up all the walls there and take the town hall. Now putting in all the roots here. The Rage Aura will keep everything alive at the start. And I'm going to use a Ice Spell super early here to just take off a lot of the damage over there. King ability now because he's getting hit by a bunch of stuff. Nice, this is looking good. And since some of the balloons are getting hit by mines and whatnot, I'm going to use the Troop Thrower. And now we're going to use the Eternal Tome as they enter into a lot of this damage here. Alright, the cloned queen is going for the town hall, so I'm going to invis her, make sure the town hall goes down here. And I'll use another ice spell here, make sure all my troops are staying alive as they enter into this backside. And what I'll do is, when the rage tower on the back end goes off, then I'll make sure that I overgrowth all those defenses in that big damage area, just to make sure that, my troops don't have to face the rage effect. So now, Rage Tower goes off, and we're going to use the Goblins and the Super Barbs on the back end to tank here. Still my RC ability, which is really good. Giant still up, Queen still up, Healer's still alive. It's looking really good right now. And NATO Trap on the back end, which is fine. And let's use the RC ability when this part of the base opens back up, to make sure she can take out a lot of those buildings. Alright, now we're using that, using the RC abilities, have her snipe out a lot of these buildings in the back end. And yeah, this is looking pretty good right now. Honestly, these double rage bases are a little bit tougher because there's a lot of damage, so I had to use a lot of the ice spells in the beginning. But it's still, pretty good use case on these bases, and make sure that my troops stay alive throughout the attack. And yes, this is going to be another triple here. A little bit closer here. I think I probably used some of the spells a little bit too early. And also I was trying to explain why I'm doing certain things as I'm attacking, so maybe the attack wasn't as good as I initially planned. Ooh, this is really close on time here actually, but I'm gonna be able to pull through with this one. Time is definitely a bigger issue with this hit because you don't have the rages, and the freeze also slows your attack down. All right, next attack here, this base. How do we want to enter into this base? Well, what I'm thinking right now is this compartment here looks really tough, so I want to end on that compartment. Um, what I'll do is I'm going to try and RC walk this monolith and push my roots into the fire spitters, and finally I'll overgrowth the back end right there. So let's push our RC into this compartment. It might be baited, but since we have 6 invis spells, we can pretty much go for any RC walk because, we have enough invises. Even if we're only single cycling all these invises, we should be able to just take everything out here. So we're gonna use the invis spell here. Nice, he's going for the monolith. That's really good. This looks good so far. Fox died, so we need to make sure we don't single cycle anymore. And let's just pick up our RC because we don't want her taking any more damage here. Now Queen and King here. Oh, there's a corner Tesla. Maybe you have to watch out for that. Okay, no corner Tesla there. I'm gonna wall break my King in here. And then use the rest of my roots here as well. Using my Warden as soon as possible because I want to make sure that the what's that called? The Rage Gem is active for as long as possible. Using the Ice Spell off the start to kind of counter the effects of the Rage Tower. It's looking really, really good so far. Ooh, facing all the red mines off the start right there. And as they enter into the core here, I'm gonna use another Ice Spell as when they destroy the Ice Golems. That way the what's it called? The freeze is overlapping, so my freeze doesn't really the freeze from the Ice Spell doesn't really affect much. Now I'm gonna use the Eternal Tome here as they enter into this back end. And I'm gonna make sure I overgrowth this back end Rage Tower when they enter into that. When the Rage Tower activates. So now we're gonna use our RC ability as she's in the core. Hopefully this Rage Tower goes off soon, because taking a little bit. Alright, Rage Tower should go off. Maybe? Maybe not. What is the Rage Tower doing? This Rage Tower really does not want to go off, I guess. Alright, now it goes off, so we'll use that. And I'll use the rest of my Super Barbs to kind of clean up on this back end a bit. Still have 2 Invises where I can use to support my RC. And it's still my King and Queen ability here. I mean, this is just insane. So I'm going to use my King ability when he kind of enters back into this area here, open up all those walls and take out and one-shot a lot of the defenses. Queen ability here, spawn in the Giant. Queen should be able to take out most of these defenses. Invis her up again, and then I'll use the King ability to clean up the rest of the base. Nice. It's the same base back to back, so we're just going to hit it the exact same way here. Starting my RC on this side right here. Ooh, it looks like this guy baited this side. But that's alright. I'm kind of demonstrating the power of the 6 invis spells on this attack. Because pretty much no matter what base or what bait we face, we should be able to pretty much funnel any side because we pretty much have a... Wow, I said pretty much a bunch of times right there. We have a half dragon RC charge right here. So that's like a lot of power here. This time my RC goes down, which is actually a lot better for us because we can funnel out a lot more of those buildings. I'm going to pick her up now, use the baby drag to funnel, King and Queen on this side with an Ice Golem, and I'll push my King into this compartment here. If he chooses to go that way, I guess. And then the rest of our roots here, Warden down early. And since the Raid Tower going off, we're just going to ice everything up, and that way my healers will keep everything alive as they, enter into that compartment. Looking really good right now. Let's use the Troop Thrower, make sure everything stays alive there. And we'll use another Ice Spell here, heal everything back up again. Use the King ability, open up all those walls and funnel my troops into the core. And then as they enter into this middle section, I'll use the Heal Spell and the Eternal Tome. That way I protect all of my healers, all the Coco Loons, everything like that. Heal everything back up to full health. Still have all of my abilities. Actually, no, not my King ability. Alright, Rage Tower goes off, so I'm gonna overgrowth all this damage in the back end. I mean, this is just insane. Like, I still have my RC ability, still have 2 Invis spells here. I mean, this should be absolutely crushed. 10 goblins, so let's just use those in the back end. And then the roots are opening up all these compartments for my queens to be able to reach in and take everything there, so that's really good. Unfortunately, my RC is getting a little bit stuck in the middle here. Gonna invis her, use the abilities, actually use both of the abilities, and yeah, this base is absolutely crushed. This attack is so fun. It's a little bit slow, and you have to be patient with how you use your spells and your abilities, but if you do it correctly, then it should be an easy triple. All right, very interesting base here with the invis, but I'm just gonna show you invis bases are perfect for this attack because you can just freeze the troops when the invis tower activates. So I'm gonna start by RC walking the town hall here. It's a little bit unconventional, but it's definitely the right way because you can clear a lot of the or a big section of the base and funnel your roots into the core. All right, we're going to switch to a single cycle. Wow, okay, my Fox really took a bunch of damage there. But that's all the funnel that I need, honestly. King Queen on the bottom here. Then roots into this invis tower right here. Because this is only facing one of the fire spitters and not the other. And then as the invis tower goes off, then I'm just going to freeze everything here. Make sure they don't move. And then now, as everything opens back up, it's looking good, healing everything up. I'm gonna use the troop thrower on that side. Some of the balloons are going down. And it's fine that our troops are splitting up a little bit because invis bases aren't super, the power isn't as strong on invis bases. So, should be okay. Using the RC ability, we want her to snipe this monolith here maybe. And we might honestly, I mean, this is a bit crazy, but we might be able to swag our warden ability on this hit. Yeah, so we'll use the overgrowth on this back end invis tower when it goes off. Use the baby dragon here to kind of funnel a little bit. Still have 3 invises, still have my warden, still have my queen ability, still have 1 freeze. I'm just gonna show you guys how strong this attack is because you don't even need your warden ability. Alright, and we'll just overgrowth down on the back end. So once the invis tower goes off. And then we'll use the headhunter here, snipe that queen. Keep everything alive. Even my... oh no, the headhunter died there. That's alright. I'll use the queen here to clear this last compartment. So spawn the giant in here. Taking that compartment. Yeah, it's gone. Boop. No, I had to use the warden ability. Oh no, I had to use it. I had no choice. Alright, well, as you can see, I mean, I'm gonna draw an L just to show you this attack is so crazy. And it completely counters invis spells, invis towers, which is a bit unfortunate because it kind of takes away one aspect of base building. Alright, and last hit here for the 320, and I think we hit this base as well, so we're just going to do the same approach. Start our RC on this side right here. Depending on where she goes, we'll push her into the monolith. I think she'll actually just walk in naturally with this, but I'll keep my invis ready just in case. Yeah, she's walking in. Perfect, perfect. Alright, next invis here, and we just need her to take this archer tower and the air defense here. Once that goes down, that's pretty much all the funnel that we need. And we can save all 4 of the invises for later. Yeah, alright, that's good. That's all the value that we need there. Using 2 super barbs here, I want to take out this wizard tower there. And another super barb here, king and queen on this side, ice golem here, and a wall break because I want my king to walk into that compartment. And now roots in on this side. Balloons, everything in. And I'll use an ice spell off the start, maybe when my troops hit the Giga Bomb here. Because really want to make sure that we take off as much damage as possible. So we're using the ice spell when they hit the Giga Bomb. Make sure my healers are not getting targeted. It's perfect, perfect. Queen is going to walk out, I think. Maybe. We'll use the Eternal Tome to heal spell as they enter into this compartment here. Yeah, Queen should walk out towards the Town Hall, which is really good. That's kind of what we want. Let's see. Not under a bunch of fire here. Queen's going to ability. And now we'll use the next free spell here. Keep everything alive here. And when the Rage Tower goes off, then we'll overgrowth that. Alright, should be going off now, so we'll overgrowth. I mean, I think honestly I had a bit of a learning curve to using the spell because my first hits were not as good on this base, but then on this one, I mean, it's absolutely crushed. I mean, I don't need to use any of these last invises here. So yeah, I mean, look at how many troops I still have alive here. It's just insane. Use the RC ability here. And again, we have 4 invis spells that we can just swag. This is crazy. This attack is absolutely busted. And we'll draw an L on his base once again. I don't know, man. This attack is insanely OP. Alright, well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Kind of showing off how insanely strong this attack is. And, I'll link the army in the video description. I highly encourage you guys to go and try it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.